Welcome to our executive interview series at Cyber Talks presented by CyberScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash, and we're here with Travis Rosiek, Public Sector CTO at Rubrik. Travis, thank you for joining us.
Good to be with you, Wyatt.
I'd like to start by asking, as looking at the current threat landscape, which specific vulnerability or attack vectors are you most concerned about for things like critical infrastructure, and what countermeasures are you prioritizing?
Yeah, I think organizations shouldn't be looking at one specific attack vector. The adversaries are going to daisy chain multiple, avenues of attack or steps. So it's going to be a very complicated process. They probably know the environments better than most defenders. So I think the things that keep me up at night would be software supply chain attacks. So mechanisms to the adversary can get in, compromise or attack one victim and then gain access through trusted software updates to hundreds or thousands globally. Very hard to detect. It's going to bypass zero trust architecture, a lot of the prevention type of mechanisms. So fundamentally, what's really going to be reliant on is focusing on visibility, detecting the anomalous behavior, and then being able to survive some type of disruptive attack and recovering quickly. And I think that's kind of the multiple steps of the attack. They're going to software supply chain attack with something disruptive. And, I think compliance requirements, we're woefully behind on where we need to be from a cyber resilience and maturity perspective.
And then second, how has the increased use of AI, both by defenders and attackers, changed your organization's cybersecurity strategy in the last year, or how you're supporting the government?
Sure. So I think, from a Rubrik perspective, we recently just launched Rubrik Agent Cloud. So a mechanism to provide, visibility, monitoring, some type of control, and then agent rewind. So if an agent does something it shouldn't, delete something, makes modifications, does something nefarious or unexpected, the ability to kind of unwind that mistake so it's not devastating. So I think from that perspective, that's kind of where Rubrik is. In general, from national security perspective, I kind of call the AI the new APT. So we have all the cyber criminals and nation states, certain APT groups that are out there. I think the new agent or agentic AI focused attack groups are going to have their own kind of class of APTs, and the number and volume of attackers are going to exponentially increase. They're going to be attacking 24/7. So I think, from a cyber defense perspective, we're still going to be playing catch up in that cat and mouse game. So I think we're only scratching the surface of what's going to happen, but deeply concerned about the volume, velocity, and impact and disruption of this new threat vector. So cyber defenders are already burned out. I'm thinking this is going to make it worse, unfortunately.
Well, we'll see how that pans out. Never-ending struggle for sure.
I'm good at predicting bad things.
Well, Travis Rosiek, thank you so much for joining us here at Cyber Talks.
Good to be with you, Wyatt. Thanks.